Just copy this YouTube channel and you will start making 16,000 every single month. Don't believe me? This faceless YouTube channel only started uploading 4 months ago and are already making a buttload of money with a rather simple but genius strategy. So in this 30-minute long video, I will show you everything you need to know to replicate their success. Literally, all the secrets and strategies will be revealed that has helped this channel go from 0 to 16,000 per month. I have spent 5 years making faceless videos on YouTube, spending over tens of thousands of dollars on coaching and courses, and if you watch this video, you'll save yourself a ton of money and more than 2 years of your time. This step-by-step blueprint I made, I can easily charge you $600 for, but if you show me you are serious about working hard, I'll give it to you all for free at the end of the video. Let's get this bread. Before I show you how to copy this channel, let's do some background research. The name of the channel is called The Paint Explainer, and the idea of the channel is to explain interesting stuff using paint. Let's watch a snippet of their most popular video with over 3 million views.
Grandfather paradox. If you use a time machine to stop your grandparents from meeting, you might prevent your own birth. But if you were never born, how could you have used the time machine in the first place? Achilles and the tortoise. Achilles, a fast runner, gives a tortoise a head start.
Looks shockingly simple, right? Now, you might be wondering how something this simple could be doing so well and attracting millions of people. The answer is just as simple. People like to learn, but our monkey brains don't like overly complicated subjects. So this channel dumbs it down using paint and explains in 5th grade language so that everyone can understand. Plus the fact that people nowadays have shorter and shorter attention spans. The idea that they can learn everything about a single topic in just 8 minutes is just too enticing to scroll through. The amount of value that this video can provide is insane for the amount of time spent watching the video, so people are forced to click and watch. With a proven formula, all the channel owner has to do is rinse and repeat this type of content and the money will start flowing in. So in the rest of the video, in order for you to copy this channel the right way, I will go over the full process from channel branding to ideation, script writing, voiceover, asset collection, video editing, thumbnail design, SEO, and uploading using AI tools that are completely free. This video is packed with straight value secrets that I have learned from running multiple successful faceless YouTube channels. But you might be wondering why the strategy over all the other ones these YouTubers are sharing. Every idea these channels are showing are beyond saturated. By the time you try it, it's already too late. Thousands of copycat channels would have been made. However, this new Paint Explainer video you're about to see is totally different. It's a brand new way on making money on YouTube. I'm the first one to publicly share this online, and people won't try this because it takes more than 10 minutes. The YouTube algorithm knows about this, but they are keeping this video hidden because they don't want small creators like you to succeed. They only care about making money through ad revenue on these highly edited, fast-paced videos that keeps the viewers engaged. But that actually works in your favor. If you watch this video right now, you'll be one of the only ones who know about this new strategy. Everyone else will be left out. This strategy might not be right for you if you just want to play video games and doom scroll on TikTok. You'll simply lose out on this opportunity to make 16,000 every month. But if you're ready to work hard and watch this 30-minute long video, let's move on to the next step. Your brand is arguably one of your channel's most important assets. It gives your channel an identity and makes your business memorable. To begin, let's start by creating a new YouTube channel. Click your logo at the top right corner, press Create a Channel, and click it again. Next, to come up with our channel name and description, let's use ChatGPT to help us. We will first begin by copying this prompt and paste it into ChatGPT. Inside the square brackets is type in our niche, which is explaining interesting things with paint. We can also insert our competitor's name here. Let's type in the Paint Explainer and click enter. Now, ChatGPT will give us a list of 10 names for us to use for our YouTube channel. And it has also given us a channel description. Number 9, the Paint Prodigy sounds like a good name, so let's select this one, head back to our YouTube channel dashboard. Under Customization and Basic Info, let's paste in our name, copy and paste in our description, paste in our channel name inside the brackets, and also let's change the handle. The next step involves making our channel logo and banner. We'll be using Canva to help us with this, but before we do that, it is important for you to understand color psychology. Different color portrays different things, so use it to your advantage. For this channel, the branding doesn't play as important as a role compared to others, but it's this simple, goofy looking robot logo and banner that makes it stand out and perfectly matches the type of video being made. So let's head to Canva and let's try and make something similar but better. In Canva, let's press create a design and type in logo. Select the YouTube channel logo option. Now let's click draw and select the pen tool. Change the color to black and increase the weight to make it thicker. And now I'll attempt to draw a robot. Looks pretty good. To download, press share, click download, leave it as a PNG file, click download, and save it in the correct folder. Moving on to the YouTube channel banner, let's type in YouTube banner and select the first option. We will begin by selecting a template to ensure we have the correct size. Let's select the gaming time one, delete the background and the text, but we'll leave the inner rectangle to use as a border. Select the draw tool once again with a black pen, and let's begin by drawing the words subscribe. Then let's draw a robot poking out of the bottom. Now we can delete the inner rectangle and download as before. With that done, let's head back to our customization page. Under branding, let's upload our logo and upload our banner. And finally, click publish. Let's have a look at our new YouTube channel. Nice! Now that we have our channel set up, how do we come up with video ideas guaranteed to go viral? To come up with video ideas that work, we have two essential steps. First, we'll use ChatGPT to come up with ideas. So let's copy this prompt and paste it into ChatGPT. And inside the square brackets, let's type in our channel niche and press enter. Now ChatGPT will give us 10 viral video ideas. These are some pretty interesting ideas: how the brain works, climate change, cryptocurrency, science of happiness. Pretty good. For the second step, we'll be using a tool called vidIQ to check the competition of the topic. Do you remember the supply and demand curve? The lower the supply and the higher the demand, the bigger the price. The same thing applies to video ideas. To guarantee we have a viral video, we basically need it to have two things. 1, limited competition, and 2, a large demand from viewers. How can we do this? We can use a wonderful tool called vidIQ. We can type in our keyword from a video idea and look at the search volume and the competition. Aim for an overall score of 70 plus to guarantee a video idea. Let's check one of the ideas from ChatGPT. Let's look at cryptocurrency. Let's head into vidIQ, click keywords, and paste one of the keywords. Now, vidIQ has analyzed this keyword. It has told us that this keyword has a very high search volume and a medium-ish competition, giving us an overall score of high and a score of 68. This is a pretty good idea that we can definitely use, but if the score was much lower, all you have to do is check the keywords of the entire list, and if you run out, you can simply ask ChatGPT to give you more ideas. With a list of viral ideas, the next step is to write a script that can keep the viewers retained throughout the whole video. Writing a good video script is very important to the video. However, it can be tedious and take long hours. Thankfully, we can use ChatGPT to do all the heavy lifting. We will first begin by reading and copying the transcript of a viral video. You'll see why this is important in a few seconds. So let's copy the URL of this video with over 3.3 million views. Copy the link and head over to this tool. Paste the YouTube URL, press go, and this tool will give us the entire transcript for this video. Afterwards, we'll use ChatGPT to write a full script for our video. Let's copy this prompt, paste it into ChatGPT, and inside the square brackets, let's insert a video topic. Now, this prompt will also use the example script and write it in a similar structure, tone and choice of words, increasing the likelihood that our video will go as viral as the 3.5 million example. Let's copy the entire transcript and paste it over here. Now click enter. Look at this, ChatGPT has written a script using the exact formula to help that video get over 3.3 million views, which will increase the likelihood of our video succeeding as well. Also, if you prefer to write the script yourself, I do have 7 more tips in the blueprint that can help you write engaging scripts, so stick to the end of the video to see how you can grab yourself a copy of this for free. Next, let's move on to the next step in the process, a step most people hate doing. Normally, YouTubers would have to record a voiceover using a mic for their videos, but thanks to AI, text-to-speech software is so advanced now that it is hard to distinguish if the voice is real or not. So if you're shy or don't like your voice or accent, consider using 11 Labs, the best text-to-speech tool right now. So inside 11 Labs, they have a voice library with a collection of different voices. The first tip I have for you is that choosing a fitting voice for your channel is crucial. So inside 11 Labs, let's click Voices on the side. Now click Voice Library. Here we can see different filters for us to choose from. Let's choose the informative and educational filter. We can also sort it by the most trending, and there are also more advanced filters for us to use. Let's choose a male, young, English, with an American accent. Now let's go through some of the voices and determine which one would fit our channel.
A wise man will make more opportunities.
Whoso loves believes the impossible.
It is not enough to have a good mind. The main thing.
Welcome to the future of AI-powered voice technology.
Okay, I like the sound of Brandon. Let's add to Voice Lab and add voice. Finish. Once we have chosen our voice, the third step is that we should make it more human-like. We can do this by adding pauses, adding emotion, and adding pacing. Feel free to pause the video now to take note of these 3 tips. And finally, let's generate the speech. One tip I use to generate my own speech is that I paste my script a few paragraphs at a time instead of the entire script at once. This makes the generation more stable, and in case it screws up some words, I would have to generate the whole thing again and waste my credits. Actually, for the rest of the tutorial, I'll be using the intro from this video so I can make a one-to-one copy and show you the best way to make these kind of videos. In 11 Labs, let's click Speech. Remember to select Brandon and type in our speech. For the settings, we can keep it as the default settings and click Generate Speech.
Grandfather paradox. If you use a time machine to stop your grandparents from meeting, you might prevent your own birth, but if you were never born, how could you have used the time machine in the first place? Achilles and the tortoise.
And once that is done, remember to download the text-to-speech. If you are still watching this video, well done. You are halfway there to earning $16,000 per month. Don't give up now. Before we move on to the bulk of the work, the editing process, it is important for us to prepare by collecting all the assets necessary at first to save time and be more efficient. We will do this inside Canva. Let's click Create a Design and type in Video. Make sure to click the one that says 1920 by 1080. Once we have our canvas set up, let's look at the reference video to see what we need. In the first frame, we can see a collection of icons in a grid format with some text underneath it. To get these icons, we can use a free tool called FreePick. However, we have to make sure to credit FreePick in the description of our videos. The first icon we need is this man holding a cane. Once we are in FreePick/icons, let's search for old man and click enter. This one looks good. Let's copy the PNG file, head back to Canva and paste it in. Now let's go to elements and type in circle. Let's add in a circle. Change the color to yellow and decrease the size. Let's add a border to the circle, increase the weight slightly. Let's reduce the size of the old man and put it inside the circle. We can see that the old man is hiding behind the circle, so let's click the 3 dots, click on layer and bring to the front. Now the old man is in front of the circle. Next, with click on text, type in heading, and type in the words grandfather paradox. We will change the font to Comic Sans. It's also reduced the spacing so it's a bit tighter, and position it underneath the icon like this. Now for the sake of time, I'll just copy and paste this icon across the entire grid. We can drag and select, group them, and use the keyboard shortcut Ctrl or Command D and drag it across. For the second frame, we have the same icon with the text, and we have a text here, a bomb, and a stick figure. So in Canva, let's click Add a Page. Go back to the first page, click one of the icons, Ctrl or Command C, and paste it into the new page. Ungroup the two. Let's move the icon to the right corner. Move the text to the top center and increase the size. Let's duplicate the text and type in, if you use a time machine, unbold it and make it smaller. Next, we need a graphic of a time machine. We can also look in the Elements tab inside Canva. Let's search in time machine and see what we get. There we can use this one. And next, let's draw a stick figure. Now let's look at the next frame. The next frame shows some more text, some more stick figures, an arrow, and a red cross. We can do this by first duplicating the page using the command shortcut Ctrl or Command D. Now let's draw the stick figures again. Select the red pen, increase the thickness, put a big red cross. Decrease the thickness, draw an arrow, and then let's duplicate the text and type in stop your grandparents from meeting. And we can make this word bold. Let's look at the next frame. In the next frame, we have some text, the same drawing we had before, and a baby. So let's duplicate this page again, delete these, and move these to the middle. Change the text to, you might prevent your own birth. Make this bold and resize it. Delete the arrow. Let's draw another arrow and draw some question marks. And let's find an icon of a baby. We can use free pick again. Type in crying baby. Let's use this one. Copy it and paste it. Make it smaller and then copy the text and type in the words you and make it bold. Let's move on to the next frame. We have the same baby with a different text. Let's do that quickly. Duplicate the page. Remove this, drag the baby across, make it bigger, and change the text to, but if you were never born, make the word you bold, and change the color of born to red, and let's draw a red cross. Next frame is the time machine, blue arrow and some text. Duplicate the page. Let's go back a few slides and copy the stick figure with the time machine and paste it here. Make it a bit smaller. Delete the words and only keep the word you, and change the text here to say, how could you have used a time machine? And let's draw a blue arrow. Let's check the next frame. Okay, we're done with the grandfather paradox, and it moves on to Achilles and the tortoise. Once you're done for the entire video, we can download this by clicking share, download, and we'll download it as a PNG file. Let's download all pages and click download. and save. In the blueprint, I have an optional step that you can use. We can make your videos even better by including background music. We can either find free music and sound effects in the YouTube audio library, or we can use a paid AI tool that generates copyright-free music. This tool is called Suno AI and it's highly worth it for you to check it out. Now that we have collected all the assets, we will be bringing it all together in video editing. This is undoubtedly one of the most time-consuming parts of the whole process. Unfortunately, there are no AI tools that can help us with this, but there is a very beginner-friendly program that makes it very easy to edit. The video editor we'll be using is called CapCut and it is totally free to use. Now, if we look at the video example, we can separate the editing into two different parts. The first one is the zoom in and sliding animation for the introductions. The zoom in and sliding. And the second part is the slideshow explainer section. These ones over here. Once we have CapCut installed, let's begin by unzipping the file we made earlier. And then let's import everything into CapCut alongside the voiceover. Then we can drag everything into the timeline and drag the voiceover underneath it. We will begin with the first part, the zoom in animation. To see where the animation starts and finish, we will be looking at the waveform of the text-to-speech clip. So just by looking at this, we can see that the sentence starts here and ends right about here.
Grandfather paradox.
And we can add a little marker by pressing this button. Then we can split the image by clicking this button or using the keyboard shortcut Ctrl or Command B. And delete the second clip. Let's also turn on the main track magnet and it will pull all the images back to the front. To set up the zoom in animation, let's drag this all the way to the front, click the main track, and let's add a keyframe. Then move it all the way to the back and come forward a few frames and add another keyframe. At the second keyframe, we will enlarge the image so that only one icon is shown on the screen. Like this.
Grandfather paradox.
Now I actually want the zoom in to end a bit earlier, so we can just drag this keyframe forward. Let's have a look.
Grandfather paradox.
Nice. Right now the animation looks a bit linear, so one advanced tip I have for you is to smooth it out with keyframe animations. So let's right click on the clip, click show keyframe animation. Under scale, let's click this button to show the graphs. And then for each keyframe, we can press the auto curve button, which will make the animation a lot smoother. Let's do the same for X and Y. Let's have a look.
Grandfather paradox.
It's a lot more smoother. Nice. Moving on to the second part, we will look at the reference video to see when there is a scene change, and in CapCut, we will then add markers to help us edit faster.
Grandfather paradox. If you use a
time machine, that's our first scene.
time machine to stop your
To stop your grandparents from meeting, that's a second. So inside CapCut, let's listen to the voiceover and add markers.
If you use a time machine to stop
parents from meeting, you might prevent
another marker here.
your own birth. But if you were
never born,
you might prevent your own birth, but if
add another marker.
ever born, how could you have
How could you have used?
But if you were never born, how
could you have used?
How
So right over here, the AI text-to-speech produced too much of a gap. So I will actually cut this out so it doesn't drag on unnecessary.
How could you have
used the time machine in the first place? Achilles and the
used the time machine in the first place?
And our final marker here. Now once that is done, all that's left to do is cut the images we made earlier to their corresponding markers. And we do this by dragging the end of the clip to the next marker.
Grandfather paradox. If you use a time machine to stop your grandparents from meeting, you might prevent your own birth, but if you were never born, how could you have used the time machine in the first place?
How easy was that? We just effortlessly matched the voiceover with our images. Moving on to the final section, this is the sliding right animation to introduce the next paradox. The end of this clip is actually where we will begin our next animation. So let's copy this clip using Ctrl-Command-C, head to the end, and paste it in. Now click the first keyframe, and click this diamond to delete it. So that now the start of this clip coincides with the end of that clip. We will lock this position by adding another keyframe, move the dragger to the next keyframe, and drag the image to the left to show the next paradox. This is what it looks like now.
Achilles and the tortoise.
Because we simply dragged it across, the image might have moved slightly in the vertical direction. So go back to the first keyframe, we'll copy the Y coordinates, and paste it into the coordinates of the second keyframe, so that it only moves in the X direction.
Achilles and the tortoise.
Another reason why we copied the first clip is because it retains the keyframe animation we made earlier. We can see that the graph in the X direction has a smooth curve. Finally, let's export the video. We can leave it as 1080p as the quality wouldn't matter that much for these simple paint explainer videos. And click export. Also, in the free blueprint, you can find 9 additional video editing tips that will help you edit a banger YouTube video. Now, we have just made the best video possible, but what's the point in all of this if nobody clicks on the video? That is why the next step is crucial. A YouTube thumbnail is usually the first thing viewers see when browsing on YouTube. That image might make them want to click. They also build anticipation of what's inside. Your thumbnails basically act like billboards to pull the viewer to the video. The thumbnails of the paint explainer might look too simple and boring, but they actually employ various psychology and conversation techniques that the top YouTube creators like MrBeast use to get millions of people to click. A few of the techniques are matching expectations, where the first frame of the video is the same as the thumbnail, matching the expectations so the viewers don't feel clickbaited by the thumbnail. Symmetry, giving balance and harmony to the composition of the thumbnail. And unbelievability. This technique works hand to hand with the title. On first look, it seems impossible that a video can explain every paradox in 8 minutes. Humans are naturally curious creatures, so they are forced to watch the video. Now, we have already made the thumbnail before in the asset collection step, both placeholder icons, so we don't have to make the thumbnail again. Lucky for you. The next step is the final step to earning $16,000 per month. If you don't listen to me closely, your video might get stuck in the YouTube algorithm hell. SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. With over 2.6 billion monthly active users and an average of 2,500 new videos uploaded to YouTube every minute, how would YouTube know which videos to show to their users? That is why YouTube SEO is important to get the right videos to the right target audience. And the better we can do this, the more views our videos will get. It's that simple. There are 3 parts to this equation: the title, the description, and tags. Thankfully, instead of hiring an SEO expert for more than $1,000, we can once again leverage ChatGPT. For the title, I do have a prompt for us to use in ChatGPT, but because we have a proven title formula already, there is no need to reinvent the wheel. We can simply reuse the same format, guaranteeing that our video would do well too. Moving on to the description, let's copy in this prompt. Let's paste the prompt into ChatGPT, and inside the square brackets, let's type in our video topic. And for the tags, we can copy this prompt as well. Note that even though YouTube themselves said tags aren't as important anymore, it doesn't hurt to include them in our video so we can give the algorithm even the tiniest hint and context about our video. Now that we have everything ready, let's head back to our YouTube channel and click the Create button and upload video. Let's select the video which is made in CapCut. We will type in a title with the proven title formula. Let's copy the description ChatGPT gave us. Upload the thumbnail made. Select no, it's not made for kids. No for altered content. Copy the tags. Paste it inside here. Let's choose English. Click next, next, and check that there are no copyright issues found. Next, select public and publish our video. Let's have a look at our finished video.
Grandfather paradox. If you use a time machine to stop your grandparents from meeting, you might prevent your own birth, but if you were never born, how could you have used the time machine in the first place? Achilles and the tortoise.
Nice. I think it is as good or even better than the video with over 3.3 million views. Congrats on finishing the last step. Now I want to hear from you. Was this video helpful in teaching you how to copy the channel from start to finish? Awesome. And do you feel like you've learned something valuable today without the scar and saved a tiny percentage of the tens of thousands I spent learning what didn't work so I can show you what actually works? Okay, good. And would you like more stuff like this? Okay, then I've got a bunch of free stuff I can give to you to help you grow your channel and make some money. If you have less than 1,000 subscribers, this one is for you. In the blueprint, I have an additional tip that if you read this today, I guarantee you will hit 1,000 subscribers in the next few months. Now, if you are a little further along your YouTube journey, I've got a free stuff for you too. In the blueprint, I will tell you the 6 ways to actually make money on YouTube. So, if you want this blueprint that other creators would charge you thousands for, simply subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment YouTube, and I'll personally send it to you for free. And I won't be making you sign up to an email list like the other YouTubers. And if you need another money-making idea, I highly recommend you watching this video next.